when a brutal alien empire attacked humanity, thinking they were just peaceful diplomats. The oldest and wisest race in the galaxy began to panic. They unlocked Earth's classified, forbidden history and showed the Galactic Council the terrifying truth. Thousands of years ago, humans fought wars so violent they literally cracked moons in half. The alien elder whispered, "Humans aren't peaceful because they are weak. They are peaceful because they choose to be. And right now, they've stopped talking. The storm is here." Within hours, the darkness of space literally filled with steel as thousands of human dreadnoughts emerged from deep space. Watch till the end to see how the galaxy's greatest empire fell. When a terrifying alien commander mocked humanity in front of the entire Galactic Council, everyone laughed. But they had no idea their laughter was about to cost them their entire empire. The Grand Hall of the Galactic Council was dead silent. Supreme Commander Xarok of the brutal Xarok Empire stood on the center stage. His fleets controlled hundreds of star systems, and his armies had never lost a war. Xarok pointed directly at the human delegation and sneered, "Humanity is a weak, unpredictable, backward species. If Earth ever becomes a problem, we could wipe it from existence in a single day." The entire chamber erupted into laughter. But human ambassador Sarah Hayes didn't flinch. She slowly stood up, showed zero fear, looked Xarok dead in the eye, and delivered 5 chilling words. "Congratulations, Commander. You just made humanity your greatest enemy." Xarok laughed it off. But near the back, the elderly, the oldest, wisest species in the galaxy, stopped laughing. Their faces turned pale, and without a word, they immediately packed up and left the station. They knew what was coming. Hours later, Xarok warships fired the first shots. They expected Earth to surrender. But Earth was already waking up. The galaxy thought humans were just peaceful traders and diplomats. But when the oldest alien race unlocked humanity's classified history, they realized they had just awakened a demon. 3 days passed since the Xarok Empire attacked human trade routes. The galaxy expected an immediate, angry retaliation from Earth. Instead, there was nothing. Total, deafening silence. While the Xaroks celebrated, an emergency meeting was happening inside an ancient elderly space station. A young alien officer asked, "Why are we afraid? Humans are peaceful. They won't fight back." The oldest elder sighed and activated a forbidden hologram. Shocking images filled the room. Burning planets, shattered fleets, and star systems swallowed by nuclear fire. The elder whispered, "Thousands of years ago, before joining the council, humans fought themselves. Their weapons were powerful enough to crack moons, and they nearly wiped out their own species. Yet they survived. Humans are not peaceful because they are weak. They are peaceful because they choose to be. And right now they've stopped talking. That means the storm is here." Deep in hidden space, secret human shipyards suddenly powered up. The sleeping giant was awake. The alien fleet jumped into human territory expecting an easy victory against a hiding enemy. Instead, their sensors picked up something that made the commander's blood run cold. For 2 months, the Xarok Empire raided small human colonies. Commander Xarok boasted to his officers, "See, the humans are terrified. They are hiding." Then, a massive Xarok battle fleet of over 300 warships entered human space to deliver the final blow. But when they arrived, the system was a ghost town. No civilian traffic. No communications. Just empty space. Suddenly, the flagship's alarm screamed. A sensor officer jumped from his seat, his face completely pale. "Commander, multiple contacts detected." Xarok frowned. "How many?" The officer swallowed hard. "Thousands." Before anyone could breathe, the darkness of space literally filled with steel. Out of hidden jump points, Thousands of massive, heavily armored human dreadnoughts emerged, surrounding the Xarok fleet from every single angle. A transmission flashed onto Varek's screen. Grand Admiral Elena Torres looked directly at him with ice-cold eyes. You mistook patience for weakness. You wanted a war. Humanity accepts. In less than 3 hours, the invincible Xarok fleet was reduced to burning scrap metal. When the alien empire realized they couldn't beat humanity's military, they made a fatal mistake. They targeted human schools and hospitals. That was the day human mercy died. The crushing defeat at the border sent shockwaves through the galaxy. Human counterattacks were blindingly fast and terrifyingly precise. Fuel depots, supply lines, and military bases were vanishing overnight. In a desperate, panicked move to force Earth to back down, the Xarok High Council ordered attacks on innocent civilian colonies, bombing human schools, hospitals, and farming settlements. They thought it would break human morale. Instead, they poured gasoline on a wildfire. Across every human colony, time stood still as Admiral Torres broadcasted a message to the entire galaxy. Her expression wasn't angry. It was dead. The Xarok Empire has targeted our children. They have crossed the line. The era of restraint is over. The moment those words dropped, neighboring alien governments immediately ordered their fleets to flee the borders. They remembered the ancient history. They knew that when humanity drops its restraint, they don't just win wars, they erase civilizations from the map. Commander Varek realized, too late, that they hadn't just started a war. They had signed their own death warrant. A few months ago, this alien empire laughed at humanity. Now, their skies are filled with thousands of human warships, and their commanders are begging for mercy. Following Admiral Torres's broadcast, the rules of engagement changed completely. The gloves were off. Human fleets ripped through Imperial territory like a scythe, vaporizing entire military shipyards and blockading the core worlds. But humanity didn't conquer. They did something much worse for the Empire. They offered freedom to every alien race enslaved by the Xaroks. Massive rebellions fractured the Empire from within. The illusion of Xarok invincibility was officially dead. Commander Varek stood in his high-rise office, watching his burning capital city. A panicked officer ran in and activated a holomap. An armada of thousands of human warships had just crossed into their home system. It was the largest gathering of military power the galaxy had ever seen. Varek's mind flashed back to the Galactic Council hall, remembering the human ambassador's calm warning. You just made humanity your greatest enemy. Nobody was laughing now. The ultimate reckoning had arrived at their doorstep. Thousands of human warships surrounded the alien capital planet, ready to obliterate it. But instead of firing, humanity did something that shocked the entire galaxy. The skies of the Xarok capital were completely blocked by a ceiling of human steel. Millions of citizens looked up, waiting for the orbital bombardment that would end their lives. But hours passed, and not a single weapon was fired. Finally, a transmission link opened. Ambassador Sarah Hayes appeared on the main Imperial screen, looking just as calm as she did on day one. A broken, defeated Commander Varek bowed his head. You won, he whispered. Are you here for revenge? Sarah looked at him and said, No, revenge is easy, Commander. Building peace is harder. She laid down the terms. The Empire must free all conquered species, give up its territories, and pay for the destruction they caused. Varek, stunned by the mercy, asked, After everything we did, why spare us? Sarah's response would be carved into galactic history forever. Because humanity did not fight this war to become your destroyer. We fought to stop you from becoming everyone else's. The treaty was signed, and the war ended. Today, a permanent inscription stands in the Galactic Council Hall, for all future spacefaring civilizations to read. Many challenged humanity. Some became friends. But those who made humanity their enemy always regretted it. Congratulations, Commander. You just made humanity your greatest enemy. Thanks for watching. See you in next video.